Welcome to Folk Alley. I'm Jim Bloom. Shannon McNalley and her band joins us. We're going to hear a few tunes, talk a little bit about her history, and dig deep into her past. But Shannon, I know you are from Long Island, New York. You have traveled all across the country, and you're in Mississippi now, but you were originally in New Orleans for a long stint, and you said once that the city summoned you. And what did you mean by that?
Well, I was there in 2000 on a day off, and without sounding crazy, the city just literally talked to me. I felt like everywhere I went that day, it just whispered at me, "You should be here. You should be here." So it just summoned me. And everywhere I turned, there was something about New Orleans, or it's just I had one epiphany after another there for a little bit of a stretch, and I just had to go.
And you were there right through Hurricane Katrina.
I sure was.
And that, of course, changed your life tremendously.
Yes.
But instead of going back to New Orleans, you ended up in Mississippi.
Yes. Yeah, we weren't able to go back.
Yeah.
Circumstances just didn't allow it. So we had evacuated up to around the Oxford area, and it was a very welcoming place, and life kind of grew up around us, and we're still there.
And you're comfortable there?
Oh, yeah, it's a lovely, lovely place. It's not New Orleans, but nothing is.
And being a full-time touring musician today, you don't really have to be in Nashville, do you? You can be anywhere you want.
Oh, no, yeah, you can be anywhere, yeah. You can be in a car with a laptop, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much all you need, laptop and some way of making music.
I'd like you to play a song off your new album, but first let's chat a bit about it. Your whole band is with you today, Tim McMaster and Eric Deaton and Wallace Lester. What sort of sound were you going for, and did Mississippi have anything to do with it?
Oh, Mississippi had a lot to do with it. In some ways, musically, it was just coming home. It wasn't really a new place, musically speaking. Of course, every other way, it was a brand new place to me. But, well, I guess around there they call it North Mississippi Hill Country music. It's, or we also call it Cottonfield Disco. So it's it's just a real melting pot of everything that is American music, and it's a real intertwining of black and white sounds, which I still think you can say safely. But so it's really it's country music with a bit of a boogie, underneath it.
And Jack Be Nimble is something you picked out for us. Tell me a bit about that song.
I wrote it on my knee driving from Jackson, Tennessee to New Orleans. First time I was having to drive across the great state of Mississippi. So it was sort of about chasing the sun. I mean, I was writing about the sun that day, but it's about whatever you need it to be about, I suppose.
As all good songs are.
Yeah.
Here's Shannon McNalley and Jack Be Nimble.
Coming through the eye of a storm, lost like keys in a purse. No, I find it, gotta pull everything out first. What do you want? What is it that you want? You're always looking like you're something to ask. Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Think I'm gonna be said. Been swept and drifted, follow me down. Why don't you come see me when I come around? I saw you watching, your eyes were fixed. You were talking to me, but the show was for her. I read your vanity like a murder mystery. Your eye was spotting, then I'm blind. Well, if you wanna, go on and get her. I won't stop you if you wish upon another. Don't say I didn't warn you when your ship comes in. Find yourself lost in a whirlpool wind. Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Think I gotta find another way to get my kicks. Been swift and drifted, follow me down. Why don't you come see me when I come around?
That was Jack Be Nimble from Shannon McNalley. You can find her CD through CD Baby. Once again, I'm Jim Bloom. When your debut came out in 2002, Rolling Stone gave it 3.5 stars. How'd that make you feel?
I wasn't sure why they didn't give me 4.
Ah!
I don't know. No, it was great. It was very exciting, of course.
Were you surprised that they even knew who you were? I mean,
Well, no, not too much. I was on a major label, and we got the works.
speaking of which, I think you were signed to Capitol in 1997.
Hmm.
What was that like? I mean, was there a long hallway of doors to go through to make that happen, or no?
No, getting signed was a fairly quick process. I went out to Los Angeles, and it was less than a year. It was, of course, at the height of Lilith Fair, and everybody was signing young women, and so they didn't care really if you could play or not. They just thought, can you hold a guitar? Can you look at the camera? Let's sign you up. And of course, that wasn't what I was really aiming for. I was aiming to make, real records. So it sort of worked out for both of us.
Interesting. So the timing was correct.
Yeah.
It just happened to be coincidental that you were also good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Who do you like to listen to? Who are your influences?
We've been listening to Earl Hooker in the car, in the van. He's a blues player from the 40s and the 50s, 60s. I'm a big fan of J.J. Cale and Neil Young, and just anything good. We listen to a lot of blues in the car and old country and Elvis.
But you knew early that music was where you were going.
I didn't know that it was. It was just such a part of every day that I didn't make the distinction between it was a hobby or a career or something you just did. So, but yes, I've always played music. I've always thought about music and been rather consumed with it.
Did you have a alternative plan, a backup? Did your
In high
parents-
school, I thought I would be a veterinarian.
A vet.
But the first semester at college pretty much fixed me of that.
But you do take in rescues.
I do. Yes, I have more animals than I should probably otherwise have.
And you are now a parent.
I am, yes.
With
She's-
Wallace right behind you,
Yes.
who is your percussionist.
Yes.
Now, that has got to be a difference for you, being a parent, being on the road.
Yeah, it makes the road a lot more fun, really, because you stop a lot more frequently, and you have to be a little bit more civilized and take in the sights and eat better and go to bed a little bit earlier, and so it's nice.
Most people would have anticipated a different answer. Life would be tougher traveling with a child, but no.
It takes a little bit more coordination and logistical planning and organization and patience, but it's just so much. The baby's so much fun that she's just the newest member, so it's fun. It's great. It's harder in some respects, but in other respects, I wouldn't be out here anymore without her. 'Cause it's just got a little too much of a grind, so she relieves the grind of it some.
And you've switched to acoustic guitar. What are you going to do for us?
We're gonna do a brand new song. I haven't recorded it yet. It's called Holding On and Holding Out.
Rolling a long ways from the sea. Sky is the color of grenadine. Horizon cools the nerves like codeine. There's nothing saying you can't trust a heart. It's a patchwork that's been ripped and sewn. Memories are just thoughts walking in their sleep. Keep holding on. Holding on. Things that I left for all of time are missing, but they will be known. Keep holding on. Holding on. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thoughts are like rivers that flow downstream. Words are like currents, they move in between. Songs have a power when they are true and lean. May the great wide open take you into his arms, smiling on you and keep you from harm. Best bits are missing, but they will be known. Keep holding on. Holding on. Keep holding on. Holding on.
Holding on, holding out, brand new from Shannon McNally. I'm Jim Bloom. Your last album, which is your current album, Cold Water, was produced at Jim Dickinson's studio, and I understand he sat in with you on a couple of songs. And during all of this excitement, you had no idea that he was very, very sick.
Yeah, pretty much. We didn't know that he was. We didn't know that how near the end was, but he did play on all the songs, and we cut it at his house, and yeah, it was wonderful.
And you did it quickly.
Yep, we did it in one day.
Now, is that because the comfort level in that studio is so high, or is it you were so prepared?
Both, I think. I think both. And Jim definitely. I wouldn't have lollygagged with Jim around because he made a real issue of it. If misery sticks to the tape, so let's keep going. And shouldn't take more than one or two takes anyway. They wouldn't have done it at Muscle Shoals that way, and that's what he would have said.
Now, did you produce the album, or did you have someone else?
I did produce it, yeah.
Now, I wonder if we should get an outsider's perspective here. We have Eric Deaton and Tim McMaster. Can you tell us what it's like playing behind Shannon?
Oh.
Step up to the mic.
What it's like, it's great every night. I mean, we can play loud or soft, and every night's different, every room's different, every gig's different, but it's great. Having a blast.
Eric?
Yeah, it's just a real good vibe on stage. We all get along well off the stage, and I think that carries to the stage. And good songs, it's easy to play along with.
Now, Shannon, you have made appearances on, I think, all of the late night shows. Letterman, Leno, Conan O'Brien. What is that experience like? I mean, do you actually get to meet the hosts or no?
Very, very, very quickly. Little bit. Yeah, just very quickly. Studio's very cold.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's like 50 degrees in there. I
Now,
guess
are
that's
you-
to keep everything.
Are you
cold.
ushered in and out and told you only
Oh,
have
pretty
so much
much.
time?
Oh, it's like, this is what we're doing. This is how it's going to go. And boom, 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 boom.
and you can't make a mistake and start over.
No,
No.
no.
Yeah.
It's like a live gig. You just treat it like a live gig. That's
Could-
great.
And there is a studio audience. You can sense them
Mhm.
and they react.
Oh, yeah, they're there.
And then when you watch it later on TV, does it seem like another experience, another group up there? Or
I
does
guess so. I guess
Yeah.
unless you're really used to seeing yourself on TV like that.
Did you feel more nervous?
Maybe a little bit initially, but not too much. I just think of it as a live gig, and and you don't doesn't feel like you're playing for hundreds of millions of people. It feels like you're playing for however many people are sitting in the studio. So it's not overwhelming on that regard, in that level.
Now, you've written most of the songs throughout your career. I know you've done a few others from
Mhm.
others, but what is your comfort level with writing? Is it something that comes easy to you? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah. I feel like I'm primarily a writer, and I tend to do cover songs or other people's songs when I just say, oh man, that's exactly what I want to say. I wish I could have said it that well. And so I guess it's just sort of learning process. You're taking in that they got right, and or that you need that bit in yourself, and you do that song, and so you take something away from it, with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you making time for us today. And once again, you can find Shannon's album on CD Baby, iTunes, or Amazon. And we would have talked to Wallace more, but he doesn't have a microphone back there. But
There's a
Yeah.
reason for that.
but you two are married, so you've known each other pretty well.
Yeah.
And traveling
We're old friends.
as a couple has worked well with you and with a child.
Yeah. Well, I find it a lot easier having the whole family on the road. Honestly, my attention's not split. I'm not worried about what's going on at home. I mean, I still am a little bit, but they're all they're here with me, and I like the road, and we hope to be on it for a long time. So it was just a matter of everybody getting in the van.
So we probably won't have any songs about separation anxiety from Shannon McNally.
No, all the leaving songs, I took them with me. So okay, come on, let's go. We're leaving.
Can we do another one off Cold Water?
Yeah, sure.
What would you like to do?
This is called the Bohemian Wedding Prayer song.